scum! Oh, did you take offense to that? Pray do not be offended! I like the scum best of all. After all, I am called Vermin, and I bear dominion over rats, fleas, snakes, and other pestilence of the earth. But enough about me. It is the greatest pleasure of my lowly, wretched existence to introduce to you my beloved and tyrannical mistress, dark sorceress supreme, and future queen of all Britain, Queen Morgan Le Fay. Clap! Yes, excellent. Mistress, what is wrong?
Oh, Vermin, my pungent little minion. I'm bored. Ugh, it's been so long since I've had anything really fun to do. Or somebody to do it too. What sort of amusement can you offer me today?
I think I have just the thing, my queen. Something really special.
Not one of your little animal friends again. As much as I do appreciate your efforts, Vermin, darling, they really just aren't worth the trouble. You see, just as I begin to have fun torturing the little beasts, their little bodies give out. And then what am I left with? Another dead rodent. No, diverting as they may be in the short term, they're really just too fragile for any real enjoyment.
No, my queen, not a rodent. Something really different. Something more resilient to pick apart at your leisure.
Such as?
What would you say to a human heart?
Well, that does sound interesting. And to whom, pray tell, does this heart belong?
None other than a princess! The Princess Elaine of Carbonek, here in Caerleon, doggedly chasing after the unrequited love of her young life.
Oh, and who is that? Some unremarkable farmer boy whom her daddy wishes to stop from marrying above his station? Or else some nameless nobleman without romantic inclinations?
None other than King Arthur, your brother's favorite of knights, Sir Lancelot.
Sir Lancelot?
Yeah.
Most precious of Arthur's little pets! Well, this grows more interesting by the minute. Oh, and finally, something I can really sink my teeth into. Now tell me, does this princess stand no chance of winning the heart of our noble knight?
None, your majesty. I witnessed him telling her so myself.
And yet her love continues unabated.
Oh, aye, your majesty. If anything, the dose of reality merely heightened her desire.
Oh, wonderful, marvelous, unreasoned passion and adolescent angst all rolled into one, eh? How very special. Now then, let us see if we can fan the flames of her love into an all-consuming rage. Now, how did you leave the girl?
Distraught, disillusioned, and with no one to turn to.
Wonderful, marvelous, and where is the girl now?
Oh, right outside, your majesty, awaiting you.
Then do not keep her waiting any longer, you fool! Send her in! And then leave us. Oh, it is my pleasure that the Princess Elaine be granted audience with me immediately. Oh, yes. My very great pleasure.
Right away, your majesty. God, that she who wishes an audience with my beloved, marvelous mistress, fetch the Princess Elaine.
merely taking the few short moments of repose granted to me in my lowly state. So, you are the Princess Elaine of Carbonac, are you not? And you have the misfortune of loving the noble Sir Lancelot. Oh, don't be surprised that I know. My minion Vermin told me all of the sadness of your situation. I trust he did not have too much trouble convincing you to come and seek my help.
Oh, no.
And you are here freely and of your own volition.
Yes.
You did come freely, did you not? If Vermin forced you, I shall have him beaten for his impertinence.
Oh, I came freely, Your Majesty.
Wonderful! Excellent! Marvelous! Now, the formalities having been dispensed with, we can get into specifics. Now then, why don't you tell me what happened between you and Sir Lancelot, and I shall tell you what I can do to help bring you both together. Does that sound fair?
Well, yes, but why would you want to help us? Even in Carbonac have we heard of Queen Morgan and her hatred for her brother Arthur and all of his knights.
Yes, well, I thought we should come to that. You refer, of course, to the events surrounding Arthur's wedding and the rumors that I betrayed him in attempts to seize control of the kingdom.
Yes.
Oh, well, what can I say? I was a different person then. Anyway, you know how it is. You get angry, there's an outburst or two, and then you live with the consequences. I dare say even a royal princess such as yourself has been known to show her temper to her disadvantage on occasion.
Oh, yes, my nurse Barrowin.
Aha! There, you see? You know exactly what I mean. Anyway, since my attempts backfired on me, much of my fairy-given powers were revoked. And now I must spend my time in fretful introspection, hoping one day to atone for past missteps, redeem myself, and once again bask in my glorious brother's good graces. And helping you two lovebirds might be just the way to do it. So you see, by helping you and Lancelot, I am really helping myself. Now then, why don't you tell me what happened between you two? Pray don't be shy, Princess. Come, whisper in my ear.
Well, it all happened when Sir Lancelot came to visit my father's castle.
Wonderful. Look at how the skill, the malice, and look at how she snarls these mortal men and women to her grasp. Now, true, some may say that Queen Morgan is herself mortal, but she shall always be a goddess in my eyes, and that is why, even as the rest of the Fae rejected her, I could never, nay, will never leave her side.
And then he rejected me again in front of the Queen and her whole court. I was so embarrassed I could have died right there.
But you didn't die. Thank goodness! Instead you came to see me. Well, dear heart, that is really so very tragic. I just don't know what's to be done about it.
So you think there's no hope for us? For Lancelot and me?
Oh, now I didn't say that. What is it they say after all? Where there's love, there is hope.
I think they say that about life, Your Majesty.
Exactly my point, my dear. And pray tell, what is life without love? Now then, I pray you don't be offended, but it's best that you hear this from a friend. Let's face it, you're not the most beautiful girl in the world, and Lancelot could conceivably do better.
I know.
So it's going to take some extreme measures in order to win him back. Perhaps more extreme than you'd be willing to go.
You're scaring me a little. I think I'd best be getting back to my father. He'll be wondering where I am.
Oh, will he? Well then, by all means, dear heart, take leave of me at once. Return to your lonely castle. I wouldn't want to keep you here against your will, unless you think that there is something you can ask me to do to help you with your problem with Sir Lancelot. That's all.
But I thought you wanted to help. What exactly are you saying, Your Majesty?
Well, I wouldn't want it bandied about that I offered. Exactly. After all, I wouldn't want to involve myself in anything that might reflect poorly on my dear brother Arthur. But if you were to come straight out and ask me for help, well then, it would be cruel of me to deny you, would it not?
So, you want me to ask you? But why?
Just say the words, Princess.
But why? What difference does it make if I don't care! Queen Morgan, I want you to help me win back the love of Sir Lancelot!
Wonderful! Marvelous! Excellent! Oh, Princess, you will not live to regret this decision. Vermin, you miserable wretch, come here and bring the vessel.
Oh, yes, right away.
It's impossible to get good help. Contained within this bottle, this vessel, is a magical liquid called the Waters of Life. An extremely versatile fluid. It forms the basis for all of my magical potions.
It looks like ordinary water to me.
Ah, but looks can be deceiving, Princess. The water's chief property is that, when manipulated by a master potion maker, it can be bent to his or her will. With the proper incantations, it can become anything from a healing elixir to a deadly poison.
Well,
you see, my fairy-given gifts were taken from me, but my skill in alchemy comes from years of study and accumulation of knowledge. And as they say, Princess, knowledge is power. So, what would you like the waters to be for you? A love potion, perhaps?
oh, but that's how all this trouble started in the first place. Barrowyn's love potion wore off, and now Lancelot wants nothing to do with me. How am I supposed to get him to drink a love potion?
Well, you won't have to. The potion is not for him. It is for you.
For me?
Aye. You drink this potion in the sight of your true love, and his natural attraction for you will be heightened to frenzied proportion. Lancelot will be drawn to you like a moth to a flame.
Oh, that sounds wonderful! But are you sure it will work?
Well, that depends greatly upon you, my little lamb. How badly do you want it to work? Is your love for Lancelot but a tepid, girlish infatuation? Or can you love with a passion that knows no caution? Be sure, Princess.
I think I can.
And what of Lancelot? Do you believe that deep down inside somewhere Lancelot still holds some love for you? Something that the potion could turn to passion?
Yes, I'm sure of it.
Then, take this vial and hold it close to your heart, and let the fires of your passion warm the waters. Go on, take it. Now, feel your love for Lancelot, and let it flow from you and into the bottle. Go on, fill the waters with your love, and immerse yourself in it. Now drown, Princess. Drown in the waters of your love. Catcher, you fool! Don't let the bottle drop. Oh, more than enough, princess. Your passion is a powerful thing, Elaine of Carbonet. Now, be sure to drink that when Lancelot is within your sight, and I guarantee he will come to you right then and there with all of the passion he can muster.
Oh, Lancelot! I mean, that sounds wonderful. How can I ever think?
Please don't try. Just the thought of what happens when the two of you get together is thanks enough for me.
Well, then why don't you come and see for yourself?
Oh, no, that will never do. I cannot be seen in your company. After all, Arthur and his knights must still hold a grudge against me for, well, you know. And they would doubtless think the worst if I were to be seen to intercede in their affairs. So no, I must stay here in quiet introspection and contemplate my atonement in the hopes that one day Arthur will forgive me. Now, you must go from this place. My God will show you the way back to your father. Tell me, when do you expect to see Sir Lancelot again?
Oh, King Arthur is holding a tournament for him at the hour of 4.
Ah, well then, you haven't much time, have you? And don't worry about anything. I'll send Vermin along after you if you should have the need. I must stay here and do my little good works quietly and contemplate my atonement.
Oh, thank you again, Queen Morgan. And all I have to say is that if King Arthur knew what you were doing for me, he would think very differently about you. Well, wish me luck.
Oh, good luck, princess.
Bye.
Oh,
Good luck.
you're going to need it. That potion was not for love. It was for passion. Destructive, deadly passion. It will take your little love and feed it until Lancelot is drawn to its irresistible force, and then it will take his natural contempt for you and twist it into an all-consuming rage. Goody. Oh, Vermin, you were right. That was something special. Oh, I feel completely revitalized now. And it is a feeling that I hope to savor for a very, very long time.
Oh, isn't she magnificent? All that malice and manipulation, all to provide herself with just a touch of amusement. And that stupid Princess Elaine doesn't even know the difference. But you will, little princess, believe me. You will.